Hi everybody, welcome to our YouTube live stream. I am Kim Jans. I'm the owner of On the Bias Designs, and I'm excited today to show you some new stuff and talk about some things that are going to be happening in our store. So let's get started. I want to just share some fabric we got this week because I think it's pretty awesome. And I'm not going to say love because my husband says I use that too often when I talk about fabric, but as many of you know, it's hard not to talk about loving fabric. So this is from Northcott. It's part of a collection called Universe. I'm going to show you a couple that we got of the fabrics we got in. It's a beautiful silky print. I'm just going to tell you guys, it feels just gorgeous. But I really, really loved the ombre, kind of the the rainbow effect here of this. I think this is going to make a very, very cool bargello. I see in its future. So this is one of the fabrics that we got from the Universe collection. Here's a couple of others again. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Here's one. This is more of a blue, purple, teal kind of look to it, which I think is just gorgeous as well. And then for those of you that want a little more color, we have a beautiful with a red, orange, yellow. So I think the Universe collection is pretty neat. We got these in, like I said, if you're looking for them, they're out on the website, they're in the store, but I wanted to share. They have just a gorgeous texture, and the fabrics are just really beautiful digital prints. So really, really pretty fabric. All right, so I think at one point in time, I had showed everybody this new collection from Hoffman, which is let me flip this around, which is the Mediterranean Escape. And there's a beautiful panel. I actually think I showed this everybody 2 weeks ago. I love this panel. It reminds me of just being on vacation. It just really almost reminds me of scrapbooking, to be honest, because it looks just like a picture. Well, I'm very excited. Well, we do have with it, there is a pattern that we have from Quilted Garden Designs, which I think I showed everybody last time. But what I wanted to show is we got the coordinating. We're starting to get the coordinating fabrics in. So this is one of the coordinating fabrics that goes with it. And I'm just going to share this one. We'll put this one out there and show everybody. So this has got the boats on it, which I think is pretty neat. And it does go with the pattern that I just showed you. And then this is one of the florals that goes with it. So more of these are coming. I think we'll have the whole collection here by the end of the month, but they're starting to come in. I also have my version of this quilt, which is hanging up in the shop if you actually come into the shop. So this really is one of my favorite panels. I think it's just a real, one of those things that you could hang in your office and it almost looks like a photo, right? Or a painting. So I think it's really pretty. I have it as a wall hanging out in the shop that I did for a friend of mine who travels quite a bit. So she's going to get it when I'm done showing it in the shop. So, but that's here, and the coordinating fabrics for it are starting to come in. We also, I'm so excited because one of my favorite designers for patterns is Wing and a Prayer. I think their designs are just beautiful. They have a lot of just block of the month stuff, just some really unique stuff. And I'm really excited that we're going to be able to offer their patterns in the store. So we got those in last week. I've got them out there. So I just wanted to show a couple of them that we have here. We're also probably going to be doing a couple of block of the months with some of these. I need some time to actually get them put together. But this is one, Gemstone is there. I love this one, especially the purples and the blues on this. Obviously, you could do it another color, but Fantasy is another one. And then another one, again, blues and purples, because those are my favorite, is Mystical Prism. So we've got a whole bunch of patterns in from them. They're on the website, they're in the store, take a look. And right now, patterns are 15% off through the end of the week. So if you're looking and you really like one, you can get them for 15% off until the end of the week. So, which is pretty cool. Next I want to show you is one of the new collections. It came out maybe a month or two ago, but I really like it. It is Jason Yintner, which I love his fabric, and it's the Dazzle collection. And I wanted to make sure, if you hadn't seen it, that I do give you a chance to see it. So this is the border, one of the borders. These come in a couple colors. So this is the multicolor border. I think I have all multicolor borders. This is the multicolor border. There's also one that's more blue and then one that's more purple. And then these are some of the coordinating fabrics that go with it. So let me just open this up so you can see. And this I do have in all the colors. So that's more of the orangey version. This is going to be more of the blue version, same, and the border will coordinate with this as well. And then we also have my personal favorite, the purple version. So if you haven't looked at the Dazzle, it's out there. We have it in the shop. It's online. I absolutely love this fabric. The other thing is, if you are local and you can come into the store, we have a whole bunch of 1-yard cuts of his fabric that we were able to get, including some of the, I'll say, retired fabrics. So we've got a lot of Yentner stuff right now. We're going to be bringing a lot of Yentner to our upcoming shows that we have in March and April. So watch for that. So if you're a fan of Yentner fabrics, we have a lot that we can show you and a lot that you're going to be able to see in person and online. Now, we also got from Hoffman, along with the Mediterranean, we got this beautiful laser cut kit. And I want to show, and we have two versions of this. It is, there's one that's a light and a dark version. I'll show you the dark version in a second. This is just beautiful, and hopefully the camera does it justice, but it really is a really pretty garland. What I love about this is it's something that you could use all year round, right? It could be Christmassy. At the same time, it could be used for fall, and then you can also have it be something for summer. So they have it in with like a creamy white background, and then my favorite is they also have it on a dark background. So we have these in now. These just came out. I really like just the color on it with all the different colors. They are laser cuts, and they do come pre-glued, so no extra gluing. You can pretty much iron them down and sew away. So these are in store right now and online. Take a look at them. They really are really pretty. And like I said, I think what's really nice about them is you can use them, I think, you know, more than just one season, not just Christmas, but for any time of the year. All right. The last thing I want to show you guys today is some new patterns that are coming out that I'm hoping, if I get my act together, we'll be able to show you guys pretty soon here. So this is Natalia. So she is one of the new patterns that we're going to be selling in the shop. This is a bigger version of her. So when I create patterns, I always give them the names of females. I don't know, I guess that's kind of why the patterns are called My Muse patterns. This one for me kind of reminded me almost of a carnival kind of setting, and just kind of a lot of depth and color, and it almost ends up with a 3D effect as you look at the way the colors are. So this pattern, the sample that you're going to see, which I'm working on right now, is sewn using these fabrics. And I just wanted to share the fabrics that are going to be in the sample. This is from the Dry Brush collection. This is actually a Christmas fabric, which I absolutely loved. This is from Fire and Ice. Again, I love the colors in there, the green, the purple, the blue. This is from the Hue collection that we got, the new Hue collection from one of our vendors. And then we put a couple others in here. So what's neat about this one in particular is none of the fabric are all from one collection. And when we sew this together, and I'm working on the samples right now, you get this just really cool kind of 3D effect of it kind of coming out at you. And it's a great way to use these. So when you look through your stash and you're looking for what's a way I can use some of my maybe blue, or you could do this with a green, what you'll need when you look at this pattern and you'll see this instructions is you're going to need this one bold print that's maybe got a couple colors, and then the rest will all be pretty much in one color family. So I'm hoping Natalia will be ready and in the shop for you guys to take a look at. I'm going to say by March. We'll use generously. We'll say March, if not sooner. But she is one of the new patterns that we have coming in. That's from our My Muse pattern line. Along with her, we have another one. This, this one is called Bellatrix. So I think anybody that's been in the shop or online has probably seen the marbleized fabric, right? The minute I saw this fabric, I felt it just had this great kind of gothic feel to it, and it really inspired me to do this particular quilt. So this is just kind of a bigger version of the quilt. This quilt is all purple, it's red, it's black. Again, I actually do have a version of this that is got whites and blues and yellows in it instead. So, you know, you're not limited maybe to these darker colors, but when I did it, the darker colors are what inspired me. So for this, I used the marbleized fabric. So we'll have like a red, a purple, and then a black. And then along with it, I have some corresponding of that new hue fabric in a purple and a red. And then the background on it is this beautiful white with a little bit of gold. So when you see the pattern, we'll have some other color options outside of the ones that I sewed the sample with. But I thought it was, like I said, when I saw the fabric, it was really actually funny. It was a Saturday. I came in, I saw the fabric, and then that day I actually started designing the quilt. And it was just, my husband's like, what are you doing over there? Clicking around, and I was designing this. So I'm in the process right now of sewing it. So that we can have a sample to show you guys. But this is Bellatrix. She is one of the new quilts that's going to be coming into the store soon as well. So with that, let's talk about some of the things that are coming up. I'm going to have my husband go to video here. All right, so as a reminder, we have a couple quilt shows coming up. March 10th and 11th, we will be at the West Suburban Quilters Show in Waukesha, Wisconsin. We're excited. The store will be open when the show is going on, but we would love to have you come and visit us at the show. Not only see us, but see the other vendors that are there and the other exhibits. April 1st and 2nd, we're going to be at the Mukwonago Crazy Quilters Show, one of my personal favorites. I grew up in Mukwonago. That is Mukwonago, Wisconsin, April 1st and 2nd. Again, our shop will be open on the 1st. The 2nd is a Sunday, so it's not open. But please, if you can, come join us at the show. That is a really great show as well. Beautiful exhibits, lots of other vendors there. And then we will be returning to the Great Wisconsin Quilt Show September 7th through the 9th, which is a little further off. As we get closer to that, we'll have more details and more information on that. All right. We also want to talk a little bit about some classes we've got. So February 18th and 20th, we are going to be having the stained glass table runner class. The class isn't 2 days. We're just going to be offering it twice. So if you're available that Saturday, come on in. If you're not, come join us on the 20th, which is a Monday. It's going to be the same class. We're going to be doing that table runner, and I'm actually going to show you some other options around doing a stained glass type table runner. So we're going to do it. We're going to walk through the way Chris has it in the actual pattern, and then I'm going to show you guys some other options around using paper piecing and stuff as well to do this. So it'll be a fun class. Our next class coming up in March, we have two. They're going to be a twisted log cabin paper piecing class. So that's going to be us just learning how to do the twisted log cabin. So it's going to be the one block. So that class is going to be a little bit shorter. But we're going to go through how to use how to do the twisted log cabin. We're going to have a couple variations on the twisted log cabin that we'll actually walk through. When you leave, you'll have a couple samples you'll be able to do at home. So that'll be a fun class. Twisted log cabin is by far my favorite quilt block. I love it. I think you can do so many cool things with it, and you get so many secondary designs with it. I think it's just great. And then the 25th, we're going to be doing the Winter Village paper piecing class. So many, many years back, I made my mom a quilt. And at the top of the quilt, I did this Winter Village, and then the rest of it is really a log cabin quilt. And I just love the idea of having kind of this fun border that could go over your pillows, but kind of have a village. So we're going to walk through, and I'm going to show you how to make the blocks. You don't necessarily have to do your village the way we have here, but we'll walk through what it looks like, how you might want to build a village and set it up and do some cool things with paper piecing. During the class, we'll actually walk through one of each of the block types, and then we'll talk about how to build your own village. Maybe you don't want to do a Christmas village. Maybe you'd like to do a spring village or something like that. So that'll be a fun class where we'll kind of walk through building one of these villages that you can use as a table runner or like I did at the top of a quilt. Then in April, we are going to be doing log cabins. So on the 21st, we're going to be doing a Let's Log Cabin Together session. So for this one, bring your leftovers. We're going to walk through a couple different ways to do a log cabin, a paper piecing way. We're going to walk through how you can do it with your AccuQuilt, or if you just want to do it the old-fashioned way without paper piecing, just piece it together. We'll walk through that too during that class. So it's a good chance for you to bring your scraps. I will have my scrappy quilt there that I've been building for a log cabin. So it'll be a fun time for us to sew together and do log cabins. And then our class on the 29th is going to be a log cabin wall hanging. So this is a trim the tree wall hanging. It's part of our cut loose press collection. So we'll have a great opportunity for those green, red, and white fabrics that you didn't use in the Stash Buster. You'll have a chance to use them in the Trim a Tree class. So any classes you sign up for, all on our website. There's an events tab. If you go there, you'll see it. Once you sign up for the class, we will send you, within 24 hours, hopefully, we'll send you an email that tells you what the required fabrics are, any rulers, any kind of special notions or anything that you might need for the classes. So we're excited about that. Any new classes we will offer will show up on our website, or if you sign up for our newsletter, you'll be able to hear about them via our newsletter. So with that, I just want to thank everybody for supporting us. We appreciate everybody stopping in, everybody visiting the website. We're really excited to be able to offer, everything that we do for you guys as customers. And if there's anything that we can ever do to help make your experience better, or just anything, let Michael and I know, because we are excited to be able to see all the great things that you create. So thank you. We'll talk to everybody in 2 weeks.